Oh wow, that's really good.
But I'm feeling really emotional. Like,
this is easily one of my favourite buildings we've seen so far. Today is our first full day in Gdansk. We're going to spend the day exploring the city, and hopefully if the weather holds up, we're going to go to the beach later.
But first, before anything, we need to go get coffee. There was coffee in the apartment, but then we realised it was filter coffee without anything to filter it, so we have to get a takeaway coffee.
Let's go.
We've got our coffee and a muffin for breakfast, and we've just been doing some research on what there is to do in Gdansk, because we don't really know anything about this city. Turns out that we accidentally booked accommodation that's in a really good location. It's about a 10-minute walk from the old city. There's supposed to be a beautiful old market street, so we're going to explore that and maybe head down the river, and we're going to try some traditional Polish food for lunch. But for now, I need this. There's loads of beautiful buildings around here. I don't know where to look.
This is easily one of my favourite buildings we've seen so far. Behind me is the Golden Gate. It was built about 400 years ago, and it's at one end of the Długi Targ, which I think I'm pronouncing right, which is an old market street here in Gdansk.
This square is gorgeous. There's so much beautiful architecture around here. I think it might be my favourite part of Gdansk, well, that we've seen so far. There are also loads of important historical buildings and monuments around here. We're going to give you a quick tour of them because we're really hungry and we want some food. This beautiful red brick building behind me and behind Iron Man is the Gdansk main town hall. There's a museum inside and a bell tower which gives beautiful views of the city, but we're not paying to go inside because, well, we're trying to save money. This fountain with the statue on top is Neptune's fountain. The statue is of Neptune, obviously. Right behind Neptune's fountain is Artist Court. It's a stunning building with lots of golden detail, and it used to be a meeting place for merchants.
But you want to know what this is? I don't know what that was. Okay, so I don't speak Polish at all, but as far as I can tell, it's a really fancy thermometer that was built in 1752. Now we've come to get something to eat at Bar Neptune, which is a milk bar. A milk bar is essentially a self-service style cafe where during the Soviet era, anybody who was struggling for food could come and get something to eat. There's not many of them left, so we're going to check it out.
We've gone for traditional Polish dumplings because, well, we both love dumplings. So I think this one's meat. I'm going to try this one first. Ooh. I think that one's cabbage. I don't think it's meat. I think it's the cabbage one. But it's really good. There's absolutely loads of flavour, and it's filled with this like really cheesy sauce. Actually, I think this one's cabbage. I don't think that one's meat. I don't really know what we got.
That's really good. We still don't know which one's which, but it's really good. Okay, so I figured out the confusion. We thought that we'd order dumplings with meat and then dumplings with cabbage. But instead of the meat ones, we've got dumplings with potatoes and cheese, which either way, I'm fine with that.
Just found this cute little shopping street and all the shops are selling amber.
Which kind of makes sense because apparently amber was discovered first here in Gdansk.
Don't quote us on that, that's just a fact I read on the internet. We're not sure. Can I get this one?
No.
It matches my tattoo. There are gargoyles like this lining the street, probably like 50 or so of them. So we've just googled what they are, and apparently when it rains these tracts back here all fill up with water and the water comes pouring out of the gargoyles' mouths into the street.
It's been really fun spending the day in the centre of Gdansk, but we're running out of time because we need to get to the beach and it's going to take us about 45 minutes to an hour to get there.
We really want to film the beach for sunset because we think it's going to be beautiful, but we also need to go back home, or where we're staying first, to make some sandwiches for dinner. Picnic on the beach! Yay! We're really racing the sunset here because we want to get to the beach in time to film before it gets dark. I mean, who wants to be at the beach in the dark, right? We need to get a tram there. It's going to take us about half an hour and the sunset's in about 2 hours, I think. Wait, that's wrong. The sunset's in about an hour. This way.
We're definitely going to miss the tram.
No, we're not. Run! So, we missed the tram by like 30 seconds. It was so frustrating. We saw it pulling up, but we had to wait for the traffic light to go green to cross. But it's okay. We're going to try and figure out another way of getting there. Maybe there's a different tram. I'm going to have a look. Yeah. I just put 20 zloty in the machine and it costs like 760 zloty. And they're not giving me any change. Like, I was just feeling really sad about the fact that the ticket machine swallowed our money and didn't give us any change, and I don't want to complain because I know how lucky we are to be travelling, especially during COVID. But then this really nice guy stopped and asked us, you know, what's wrong, and we told him, and he said, oh, you know, really sorry about that, they're always broken. Apparently they do that all the time, which is fine. But yeah, it was just really nice of him to stop and explain that to us, and I was like, oh, people are really good, so you know, it's just really improved my mood. But yeah, top tip, if you're in Poland and you're using the trams, pay on card, contactless if you can, because that way you don't have to worry about your money being swallowed.
Today has been absolutely incredible. We just about got here in time for the sunset, and now we're going to end the vlog and just enjoy the view.
Tomorrow we're going to Melbot Castle, which is apparently the largest castle in the world, so it should be fun. So before we start today's vlog, I just want to give you a bit of an update on the tea and coffee saga. If you remember yesterday, we thought we had coffee in our apartment, but it turned out to be filter coffee and there was no filter. So we bought instant coffee. But when I went to make it this morning, it turns out that it was also filter coffee. So we've gone without coffee for 2 days in a row. Well, I say coffee, I mean, I'm a coffee drinker, Dale's a tea drinker. And we meant to get milk so he can have some tea, but we've kind of forgotten to do that so far.
So today we're going to go to Melbourne Castle. We're going to get the train there, but at first we're in dire need of a coffee and a tea.
This way.
So we're having a little bit of a problem getting the right train ticket. I think I figured it out, but we'll see in a minute.
Run. Yeah, we've not got long, we've got like 5 minutes.
So for some reason the ticket machine downstairs in the station didn't work, but the one in the ticket office did. So I've got to run. We made it. Just.
I'm just quickly booking our place in Warsaw because we're going there tomorrow, but we haven't actually got anywhere to stay yet. Hopefully they'll accept. I've requested it, but we have to wait for them to accept, so fingers crossed we have somewhere to stay.
What's it called? Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Cool. So we made it to Melbourne. Unfortunately, it has started raining.
Maybe we should have checked the weather before deciding to visit a castle today. I'm just really happy that we didn't miss the train, and we've got time for coffee before we head to the castle. Dale's currently filming me on his phone because it's raining really heavily, even under this tree. We're not sure how much we're going to be able to film of the castle because we don't know how much of it is outside and how much is inside, but we'll do our best. Maybe some of the bits will be on a phone, or maybe we'll just take the mic off and do like a voiceover or something. Not sure.
The rain eased up enough for us to film using our camera, but the steady drizzle meant we had to film from under our jackets most of the time.
Melbourne Castle is a marvel of medieval workmanship. Built in the 13th century by the Teutonic Knights, it's an impenetrable fortress that's never successfully been invaded. This makes sense when you consider its intricate defence system and ability to house over 3,000 soldiers.
Although we wish we'd visited it on a sunny day, the rain created a mysterious atmosphere that took us right back to the Middle Ages and what life in the castle was like during those times. When we got to Melbourne Castle, we got given these headsets to wear. It's an audio guide that gives you loads of facts and helps you find your way around the castle. Also, I have to apologise for the audio on this video. We haven't been able to put the microphone on because of the rain. What's been your favourite part of the castle, Izzy?
My favourite. How well defended it is. Like, well, it was never invaded, so that obviously it worked. But there's 40 kilometres worth of moat here. Nobody is getting through that. What was your favourite fact about the castle?
But there's 700 doors in the entire castle, just like this one. Would have been really weird if somebody opened the door then.
All the signs are in Polish, obviously, but we think this is the floor where the knights of the Teutonic Order actually lived, because it's a lot more richly adorned than the floors below. The Teutonic Knights' quarters were beautiful. It's obvious that they kept the best rooms for themselves. It was really interesting to see how they would have lived nearly 800 years ago.
Next, we explored the chapel. As the most important part of the castle, it was nestled in the inner courtyard. A huge building, it was full of stained glass and grand religious art.
Here, we were trying to film a bit to camera in a sheltered part of the castle, but we kept getting interrupted, so we gave up and moved somewhere else. We were trying to head to the last part of the tour, but it looked like the audio guide was trying to take us through a locked door. So we spoke to someone, and after a few bits of confused Google translating, we found out that that part of the tour is unfortunately closed. We're not sure what we're going to do now. Maybe get a coffee, maybe head back to Gdańsk. Kind of limiting because of the rain, so it'd be good to just sit somewhere and work out what to do for the rest of the afternoon.
So we're finally back in Gdańsk and it's time to get some food.
We found a restaurant on TripAdvisor that serves traditional Polish dumplings, and it's located in the old town, which is where we were yesterday, and it's really pretty there. But most importantly, it looks really cheap. So many dumplings. I don't know which to go for. Dumplings with cheese, beef, pork, sauerkraut, spinach, smoked salmon. Oh, sweet dumplings. These dumplings look amazing. They're really fancy dumplings. They're plated really nicely. This one's pork, and it's got a creamy mushroom sauce. And this one is cottage cheese, I think, with pork belly and potato. I'm going to try this one first because I can smell the mushroom and it smells great. Really good. They're packed full of pork. Sometimes I find there's too much of the pastry rum dumplings, but these have a lot of filling and the mushroom sauce is so good. It's really creamy. It's the kind of sauce you might get with a steak or something. Very good. Now we try this one. The cheese is quite subtle with this one. It's like cottage cheese and potato inside the dumplings, and these bits on the top are all pork belly. Really good.
You said this was pork belly on top, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's try this one. Oh my god, that's so good. The cheese isn't that strong, so it's quite a subtle flavour. But then the pork belly is smoked, so you get the flavour of the smoked belly, the smoked pork belly, and then the cheese coming through. That's really good.
Back to our place to go to bed because, as you can probably see, it's dark outside and we've got to get up really early in the morning to get the train to Warsaw. Although we have a bit of a problem, they didn't confirm our booking on Airbnb.
Oh, they're still not confirmed it?
No, so we don't actually have anywhere to stay tomorrow. I think maybe we should give it till the morning and see if they confirm, and then if they don't, we can perhaps book somewhere else.
Maybe.
Anyway, we'll pick the vlog back up in the morning on the train to Warsaw.
morning we're leaving Gdansk and we're heading to Warsaw. It's going to take us about 3.5 hours on the train.
Because today's going to be very travel focused, we're basically just sat on a train for a few hours. We decided that we were going to do a video which explains a little bit about why we decided to travel and maybe our plans for travelling over the next however many months. So I don't know if you're interested in hearing about that, but we might make it, we might not, so we'll see.
So it's about 10 to 10 and we've finally got to the station. Izzy's gone to get some food and I'm sat looking after the bags for a bit. Hi.
Hi. You'll be pleased. All they had was chocolate and pretzels.
Fantastic.
That was a scary jump between the train and the platform. We've made it to Warsaw after a very hot train journey, and I did manage to get us somewhere booked to stay tonight. So it's about a half-hour walk to get there, which means we're probably going to have a couple of rest stops on the way.
We're about halfway from the train station to our hotel and we've had to take a couple of minutes to rest in this part because carrying all this stuff with us on our back sucks. We're not trying to complain because obviously we know we're so lucky to be here doing what we're doing, especially at the time that we're doing it. But a lot of travel vloggers make it look really easy, so it means that either we're really out of shape or they're lying. So we just wanted to show you the reality of carrying all your stuff around the world. Which way?
That way.
That way.
We might as well put our stuff down because I have to work out how to get in the building. Voila. This is nice. I mean, we're sharing it, but it's very clean. It's big, there's quite a lot of space. We can work here.
Sit up.
No.
Sit up.
No.
Because of all the rain yesterday, we couldn't do the food tour that we wanted to do. So instead, we spent most of the time just in the apartment editing the videos for the channel.
Today we're still not going to do the food tour, not because we don't want to. I'm really looking forward to it. I love eating. I'm going to start that again. Today there's this free walking tour that we really want to do. Now the free walking tour is all about World War II and we thought it would be a great way to learn about the city and history while also kind of doing some prep for when we visit Auschwitz in about a week. But don't worry, we are still going to do the food tour. We're just going to do it tomorrow.
But before the tour, we need a coffee and I need some breakfast. So we've got a coffee and I've got a croissant.
This is the old town and it's really pretty. And I think that's our tour guide with the orange umbrella. Hi.
Say hi.
Are you doing the walking tour, the World War II one?
Of course.
Hi.
Hi, nice to see you. So the tour we are at is the tour of Second World War in Warsaw.
First, our guide Albert led us around Warsaw Old Town. He explained how the city was destroyed during the Second World War. Parts of it were reconstructed exactly the same as they had been, using materials salvaged from the wreckage. You can still see holes from bullets and shells on some of Warsaw's grandest buildings today.
This is the nowadays Presidential Palace of Poland and also Hotel Bristol. So there was a plan of Polish underground state, very young back then because it was only 5 days of the occupation, but they already made a plan to assassinate Hitler because Nazis that were, administrating this area, they didn't know yet the area, so it was like, very quick action. They put explosive materials on the road. Unfortunately, there was a guy who needed to detonate the explosive materials. Soldiers entered all the houses that had a view on the street and they kicked off all the people from there. So the explosive materials, they never exploded.
Albert told us about the history of Polish people in Warsaw, spanning from the democratically elected Polish kings to the Polish uprising in World War II. We were surprised to find out how diverse a city Warsaw was before the war. 30% of the population had been Jewish, but unfortunately not many of them survived.
We are at the very tip of Warsaw Ghetto. 100,000 people died in the first 2 years. I hope I covered most I could in 2 hours. Have a safe stay and safe travels, and I will see you on YouTube.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Awesome,
See
thank you.
And if you have any questions, go to our website.
Okay.
Have a nice day in Warsaw.
Thank you.
Awesome,
Bye.
thank you. We've just come to the end of the tour today. We actually haven't had chance to discuss it yet. We've finished the tour literally about 5 minutes ago.
I definitely recommend it if you are interested in World War II history. It was very harrowing, obviously, because Poland was occupied by Germany for the whole of the Second World War, and here they had, I think it was the largest Jewish ghetto was here in Warsaw, so
Yeah.
it's just a lot to take in. But I'm feeling really emotional.
Yeah. It puts a lot into perspective, doesn't it? It's one of those things where, because we're both from Britain, we grew up learning about the Second World War at school, but you don't really tend to understand the impact that had on certain areas until you visit certain areas. We were incredibly lucky today that our guide did a tour this morning and had 22 people there, whereas today we were the only people on the tour, so we managed to get a really kind of in-depth, more intimate tour from our guide, which was amazing.
We're not sponsored, we're going to link them below because they were amazing, so
Thank you, Albert. It's now 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're going to go and get some lunch from one of the restaurants that Albert recommended us. Also, we really need to be able to process the information that we got on the tour today.
I'm so hungry. I've not eaten anything today. Need some food. I'm really struggling to find this restaurant. I don't know which way we came from. I see the restaurant. That's it.
After arriving at the restaurant, we realised that it was a little bit out of our price range, so we're currently trying to find somewhere a little bit more in our budget.
There is another restaurant that our tour guide recommended us, that someone I know from back home also recommended us. I'm just trying to find where it is.
It took us a while. It's now gone 5 o'clock, but we finally found where we're going to have some lunch.
We got dumplings again because we really like dumplings. We're going to make trying them quick because you've already seen us try dumplings before. These are even better than the ones we had before. So good. There was so much flavour in that meat. Oh my god. Great recommendation. Really happy with this. We're feeling really tired after our walking tour. Although that might partly be because we had a really heavy meal after not having eaten all day. So what we think we might do for the rest of the evening is grab an iced coffee perhaps and sit in the square. Today's been really interesting. I'm not going to say it's been super fun because some of the facts that we learnt about World War II and Warsaw on the tour were quite harrowing, but we're both really glad that we did the tour today.
Tomorrow we're doing our first ever DIY food tour. We're going to go to an area of Warsaw called Praga, which is an up and coming quirky area of the city.
It's already 1 o'clock, so we're really hungry and absolutely ready for this food tour. Now, we've collated a list of 10 different Polish foods to try, although one of them is vodka, based on recommendations from some Polish friends we have, but also from some research done on the internet. We've already ticked one of the items off our list, pierogi, which are traditional Polish dumplings, and that's just because you've seen us try them twice on the vlog already. I'm so hungry. Let's go get food. We've just walked past a Zapiesek. Sorry, I'm probably completely butchering that pronunciation. Basically, we passed the restaurant that we ate at last night, and we know it does traditional Polish food, and we know it's cheap. So we're going to make it our first stop so we can tick off a couple of items really quickly and fill our bellies. We're going to tick 2 items off our list here, both of them soups. The first one is a traditional meat broth, this one, and the second one is beetroot soup. I'm not sure how I feel about having soup on such a hot day. It's literally 28 degrees Celsius. But I've heard that drinking something hot can actually cool you down when it's really hot weather. I think that's why people in the desert drink a lot of tea. I may have made that up, but I think that's a thing. Maybe the soup will cool us down. This one's got parsley in it, and I think it's a meat broth. It's so good. It's basically like a consomme, if you've had that before, like a clear, really meaty broth. And the parsley is a good addition.
Now I'm going to try the beetroot one. I'll be completely honest, it's not one I was massively looking forward to. I'm not the biggest fan of beetroot, but we'll see how it goes. Oh wow, okay. You know when you try some sort of like a new food and then you're not sure if you like it or not? You don't think you do, but you can't stop eating it. It's actually quite nice. We've also ordered Płatki ziemniaczane, which I think I'm probably butchering, but it literally translates to a potato-style pancake, really similar to like a hash brown. This one we've got with mushrooms, like a cream sauce, and some onions.
This portion is huge. I don't really know how to eat it. Oh my god, so good. It basically is like a giant kind of hash brown pancake. Oh, I love it so much. And then like the mushroom sauce is really creamy. I'm very happy with this. We've got coffees, they're not on the list, but we're both really tired and we just fancied a coffee. And now we're heading over to Warsaw's quirky and artistic district, Praga. Since the weather was nice and we wanted to see a bit more of the city, we decided to make the half-hour walk from where we were in the old town to Praga. We strolled down the quaint streets, admiring the architecture, until we reached a breathtaking view of the river.
Warsaw is cut into its eastern and western halves by a wide river. We headed east over the bridge and into the heart of Praga.
Filled with Soviet tower blocks, Praga has more of an industrial feel to it, but it has its own understated charm.
We found another milk bar, so we're going to go and see if they've got any of the foods on our list. Unfortunately, as it's really late on in the day, they'd run out of what we were looking for, but we're going to keep searching. If you're interested in street art and graffiti, head to Praga. We could have spent hours wandering around its urban streets admiring the art, but we needed to focus on finding some of the food on our list.
We've been wandering around Praga for a while without finding any restaurants that are open or that do the kind of food that we're looking for. So we're now heading to a street that my friend Dagmara recommended. Apparently this street has loads of restaurants and street food and it's right by the football stadium, which is pretty close to here.
I've taken a wrong turn. Definitely took another wrong turn.
We made it back to civilization. There are restaurants here and snacks. This is a complete write-off. That street was great and it had loads and loads of lovely restaurants. Problem is, not a single one of them was traditionally Polish. So not exactly what we were looking for. So we're getting a bus back into the city centre. Hopefully we'll find some Polish food on the way. If we don't, then the vlog might end here. We'll find out. It's getting dark, we're tired and hungry. Part 1 of the vlog is ending here, but we'll pick up again tomorrow. I think the only way to describe yesterday was a complete and utter failure. We wandered around Praga for ages without finding any of the food we were looking for. Luckily, we can try again today.
Last night, after we got off the bus, we actually realised that there was somewhere 5 minutes from where we're staying that sells some of the food we were looking for, so that's where we're going to head now.
It turns out that this restaurant only has one thing on our list, traditional pork cutlets. So we've ordered a portion to share so we can save room for later on.
This looks amazing. I wasn't quite sure what I was expecting when we ordered it, but this is way better than whatever I had in mind. It's a pork cutlet in breadcrumbs and it's fried, and then it comes with potatoes and what I assume is fried cabbage. So I know what potatoes taste like, so I'm going to try the pork. Really hot. That's really good. There's so much flavour that's held in the breadcrumbs. And the pork's cooked really well. That was really good. Now we've had some lunch, we're going to head back to the apartment and do a bit of work on the vlog. Then hopefully we'll have an appetite for later on.
I'm hungry again, and I found us a few places to go, so this should be a lot easier than yesterday. I know we said we weren't going to get dumplings, but these are different dumplings. They're made with potato, there's no filling in them, and they're served with sausage meat and mushrooms. We also have what Google translated to a cabbage roll. So I thought it was going to be a cabbage leaf wrapped around kind of meat or different fillings, but this one I think is a deconstructed version. Actually, I think we might have got a hunter's stew. For sure, 1 second. So I thought we were ordering cabbage roll, but we've actually ordered hunter's stew. Hunter's stew is basically a cabbage and meat stew. That was the next stop on our list. It's fine. We've got something that we wanted. I'm going to try the dumplings first, obviously. We have gnocchi quite a lot at home, and it basically tastes like gnocchi. It's just a thick, potatoey, kind of very stodgy dumpling. Good. Now I'm trying the hunter's stew, not the cabbage roll. I'm not 100% sure on everything that's in the hunter's stew. There's definitely sausage meat and mushroom and, well, cabbage. It came with bread. It's a rich, savoury sauce. I think that would be a really good dish to have in winter when it's cold. Tonight. I think some of them are protesting, but we're not really sure what it's about because, you know, it's in Polish.
We've looked for ages and we can't find the cabbage rolls, so instead of looking around anymore, we're going to go get some pancakes.
I don't know if these are actually traditional Polish pancakes because they do look like American pancakes, but they're the pancakes that we have, so they're the pancakes that I'm eating. I got chocolate pancakes with Milka chocolate and like a raspberry compote and some creamy sauce, which I think might be mascarpone. Oh my god. Chocolate and raspberry is a great combination, but this creamy sauce is really good. It's like, I think it's like mascarpone, so it's not too sweet, which is good because otherwise the whole dish would be really sweet.
Oh my god, I'm so happy right now. I'm really not sure how Polish they are, but they look incredible. That's so good.
Oh, that's strong. 1 minute.
Okay.
I'm just just going to top it up.
Okay.
Now we're good.
Cool.
While we obviously want to go to the touristy places and, you know, do the big things to do in the country that we're in, we also really kind of want to get a bit more of a local experience. Like, although being in Gdansk, for example, in the city square was great and absolutely beautiful, we kind of feel that you don't really get that local experience from just doing all the touristy things. So we were trying to work out a way of how we can perhaps have a little bit more of a local experience in a lot of the countries that we're planning to go to.
What we basically decided upon was essentially pin the tail on the donkey, except the donkey is a map and the tail is our finger. What we essentially do is find a map of the country that we're in. One person is blindfolded and the other person waves their finger over the map. Person with the blindfold says stop. Wherever that finger lands, that's where we're going.
Yep. Is that you?
Ow!
Sorry.
Jesus.
Oh, sorry. You ready?
Ready.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop!
Oh! Starachowie.
Stara what?
Starachowiki.
Starachowiki.
Basically, it's in like in between Warsaw and Krakow on the map. There's a train, some old buildings. I mean, it's a real place. It has its own flag. There's not a lot of people there. Oh my god, we're next to a lake.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're next to a lake, look.
Okay.
So, oh, there's a hotel nearby.
It seems to be the only hotel.
I think it's like, it's on the shore of a lake, and that sign means camping. So I think that it might be like somewhere where people go to camp.
Okay.
On the side of the lake.
Right, I think what we need to probably do now is, now we know where we're going, we need to figure out where we're staying.
I have no idea where we are. We've just checked out of our apartment in Warsaw. I don't know how we managed it, but even though checkout wasn't till 11 o'clock, we were very nearly late.
We've now got about a half-hour walk to the train station, where we've got a couple of trains to catch, and then we'll be in the random location that we selected the other day when we dropped a pin on the map. We've got our coffee, we're at the station, and somehow we're about half an hour early for our train.
Despite being half an hour early for our train, we still almost missed it. Luckily, we're on it now, and we've got 2.5 hours before our first stop. To our hotel.
There was a bit of confusion at the ticket office about what platform we were supposed to be on. We had to sprint over to get the right train. I think we've got the right one now.
Now, where are we? This looks like the middle of nowhere. According to Google Maps, it's a half-hour walk to our place. You ready?
No.
No, okay.
Cool. We'll just stay here. We'll just stay here forever.
We're gonna sleep here.
Yeah.
We're gonna live here.
Maybe not.
Ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cute.
This is nice, yeah.
We finally arrived at our hotel. On first impressions, I think it's probably the nicest one we've stayed at.
We have our own bathroom, so I'm not complaining.
We have absolutely no idea what there is to do here just yet, so we're going to go and sit down, try and figure all that out.
But first, coffee. Scratch that. There is no coffee here and no restaurants. The only place we can get food is a burger van round the corner, so we're going there now before it closes.
Where we're staying is situated next to a lake, so after dinner we might go take a walk around it.
Kitties! There are kittens here. I'm so happy. If I could, I would base everywhere we stayed on whether or not there were cats. Got some fish and chips and some dumplings for dinner. We didn't try them on the vlog because you've seen us eat a lot of food recently, especially dumplings. And we've just been talking about how lucky we are that we picked this place. I mean, look at this view.
It's the next morning. Today we're going to explore the lake, go swimming and hopefully rent a kayak.
But first we're going to the local shop, which is about a 10-minute walk away, to grab some snacks and some coffee. That shop didn't have coffee, so we're going to the one across the road. This shop didn't have coffee either. Looks like I'm going without today. We're heading back to the other shop because they had more choice of food. We got snacks, but still no coffee. Now we're going to sit and eat our breakfast by the side of the lake.
There weren't many food options at the shop, but we think we've got some pretty good snacks.
The giant apple defeated us. We couldn't finish it. And now we're going kayaking, so we're switching to the GoPro. Before we left to travel, I told Dale, probably buy some sandals because you'll need them. Guess what he didn't buy? Guess what he now wishes he had? Do you wish you had some sandals now?
Don't talk to me about sandals. I know I should have brought some, but I didn't. I can't get out of the boat.
Do you want some help?
No, I want to be a fish. feel like we weren't the first people here, considering there was a fire built.
kayaking and at the beach, but there's some pretty heavy rain clouds, so we're gonna head on inside. It's still thunderstorming, but we're really hungry and there's no sign that the rain is going to let up, so we're heading out to find some food.
So I went up and asked if they had any mayonnaise. After a bit of deliberation, I ended up with this. I think it is mayonnaise. Looks like mayonnaise. Smells like mayonnaise. Ooh, does not look like mayonnaise. I think it's like a garlicky mayonnaise. Yeah, I think it's garlic mayo.
Oh my god, that's my favourite.
Yeah, nice. There you go.
We got the same food as I got from the van yesterday, which is fresh fish. I think it's hake, caught from the lake. That rhymed. And chips, and then some pickled cabbage, which seems to be a staple here in Poland. And now we're just gonna sit and watch the rain under this gazebo and eat our food. Could be worse. We've just finished our dinner. Since there's no sign that the rain's letting up and it's getting dark, we're probably just gonna head back to the hotel room. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it's been a really long 48 hours getting from Warsaw to here. Then we've been busy swimming and kayaking all day. It has been a lot.
Yeah, it's been really fun though. What are your thoughts on this random place that we picked on the map?
I think we got incredibly lucky in where we've ended up. It's turned out to be somewhere absolutely stunning, and up until about an hour ago we've been really fortunate with the weather. We've just arrived at the train station we were at the other day. We're trying to figure out how to get tickets. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any machine here, nor is there any other human beings. Any luck?
No, there's literally nothing here. But I did find a sign with information on it, obviously in Polish, and a QR code. So I've scanned it, and I think we have to buy tickets online. But again, the website's all in Polish, so. Our train pulled up, so we had to get on it, otherwise we were going to miss our bus, because this is literally the only train towards the place where we need to get to. And I've been sat there on this like Polish website trying to buy a ticket, and it keeps telling me that I can't buy a ticket for the train that we needed to get. But luckily the ticket inspector just gave us a ticket. We just paid him on the train, so. Ditching some stuff when we get to Krakow. This bag is so heavy. I'm not strong enough. I don't have any upper body strength.
We've had to take a break for a minute on the way to get some food. As you can probably see behind me, we've just carried all of our bags up this giant hill. And we've still got about another 15 minutes to go. We know it's not exactly the local authentic experience, but after carrying these bags since 10 o'clock this morning, we've earned it.
Coffee for the first time in 2 days.
Ah! Why? Oh, thanks.
We've reluctantly put our bags back on, and now we're trying to find our bus stop. We know the name of the road, but it's a pretty long road, so we'll see. We found the road that apparently our bus leaves from. However, it's pretty residential and not a bus stop in sight. On the map, it looks like there are 2 bus stops at the top of this road. However, the road adjoining it is definitely not the road on the ticket. But it doesn't seem to make sense, because on the ticket, if you translate the Polish into English, it says where these 2 roads adjoin. One road is this road, the other is like a high-speed motorway, which we can't get onto, and isn't this road. This is very confusing. I think this is it. That's our bus, maybe. But that's not the name of the road we're on. Like, what? The bus to Krakow was supposed to have left 2 minutes ago, so either it's late or we're in completely the wrong place. How long do we give it before we assume that the bus isn't coming? Is that the bus to Krakow? Is that the bus to Krakow? No, it's a taxi. Taxi! Oh, it's stopping. Maybe it is the bus to Krakow. It's probably not. It's a bus! It says Krakow on it. I saw Krakow.
Yes!
That was super stressful. Not because the bus was really late, it was only like 5-10 minutes late, but because when you're in a foreign country and you have no idea if you're in the right place, you just don't know if the bus is going to turn up at all.
But thankfully, we're now on the right bus heading to Krakow, and we'll be there in about 2.5 hours.
There's like a 20-minute walk to our place, and we're absolutely desperate to take our bags off.
Oh, like a beach turtle.
Are you okay down there?
No! Oh, God.
It's this building, but now we need to figure out how to get in.
Aha!
Ooh, this is fancy. We've got a balcony. I love this place.
It's really nice here. It's already the nicest place we've stayed at so far.
And it was no more expensive. It was just a really good find last minute.
Yeah. But we're going to get all settled in now, hang out here for a bit, and then take a wander around the city, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going to definitely have a shower, and then in a bit we'll head out to get some food.
We've spent a few hours editing a vlog and getting settled into our apartment, and now we're heading out for some food.
We've not researched anywhere, so I think we're just going to head down to the river and maybe the old town and see what we can find. We've chosen an Italian restaurant. We've not had Italian food in nearly a month now, which is very sad. There are quite a lot of really good Polish restaurants in Krakow, so we're definitely going to be trying some of those while we're here. But for tonight, it's pizza and pasta, and maybe dessert. Tiramisu. I'm so happy right now. I would try this on the vlog, but A, it's Italian food and we're not in Italy, so no. And B, I'm too hungry. Tiramisu. I kind of want my own.
But we were sharing.
This is my, you wanted to share, I wanted my own.
After a very, very long day of travelling today, it was really nice to just sit down and have a meal and kind of chill out. So far, Krakow looks absolutely stunning. Yesterday we spent the entirety of the day sat outside on the balcony, working, drinking coffee, not doing a lot.
Normally I wouldn't enjoy a whole day working, but it was actually really good to not have to do anything physical. And I drank a lot of coffee.
A lot.
Today we're going to visit Auschwitz, which I think we're both really looking forward to. Now there is a bus that goes directly to the memorial site itself, but I tried to book it yesterday and it was full, so we're getting the train and then walking.
But first, if you remember back to one of our previous videos, we had a little bit of trouble with one of the lenses that we're using, so we need to go and get that repaired. An update on the lens situation. It was actually a lot easier than we were expecting it to be. We're going to get the lens back on Friday, we'll pay on the Friday, and it should be absolutely fine. Now though, we've got about 15 minutes to get to the train station. We need to buy our ticket when we get there, so we're going to make a move.
We're trying to buy a train ticket. I've got this like app that a few people have recommended me that apparently you can use to buy tickets, but I can't figure out how to make it work. I also can't figure out how to make this work. This might be a local one, we might have to go into the station. We're gonna go inside. This is confusing. We got tickets, but the queue took ages, so now we're rushing to get our train. We think we found the right train, we're never 100% sure. And now we're hopefully on our way to Auschwitz.
So we just had a bit of a scary moment with the ticket conductor on the train. We thought we'd bought the wrong tickets, but she was actually being really nice and pointing out that our tickets are valid for both the bus and the train. So when we come back from Auschwitz, we don't have to walk all the way to the train station. We can just get the bus right outside.
Dale was editing and I was reading a book, and then suddenly the conductor comes up to us and starts talking to us in Polish, and we're like, what? And we've pulled in at a station and she just points. So we get off the train and we're like, where do we go? And then she just points down some stairs, so we go down the stairs, not really sure what's going on, and then we see a bus and we're like, oh, and then she points at the bus, so we get on the bus and we think we're going to Auschwitz. It might be a replacement bus, or this might just be the way. Who knows?
We've now arrived in the town of Oswiecim, which I think I'm pronouncing right, and from here we've got about a 20-minute walk to get to Auschwitz. On our way to Auschwitz, we keep seeing a piece of graffiti with 1946 on it. If anybody knows what that means, could you please let us know in the comments? We are actually rushing because we are very late for our slot on the tour, so we need to get there pretty quick. Thankfully, the queue was quick, so we made it into the memorial on time.
Although the site is commonly known as Auschwitz, it's actually split into two separate parts. So Auschwitz 1, which is where we are now, is more like a museum, and then Birkenau is actually the place where a lot of the deaths happened, and we'll be heading there after this part of the tour. Also, just to let you know, we really want to be respectful and not kind of film anything we're not supposed to film. So this video might be a bit short and a bit sparse, so sorry about that, but it is something that you just have to respect when you're somewhere like this. The Nazis set up Auschwitz 1, this site, pretty soon after they invaded Poland in 1939. We started the tour by walking through the gates of Auschwitz 1. This site was used by the Nazis as a mixture between a labour camp and a place to experiment on and humiliate the victims of the Holocaust. The camp was split into different blocks, each with a number. Now they house various exhibitions. Some have been reconstructed to show what life was like for the prisoners. Others have detailed information on the Holocaust and World War II in general.
How are you feeling about being here and what you're seeing?
Personally, I don't think that it will really sink in for me until a little bit later on. Because of how shocking it is, it's hard for my brain to really take that in straight away. It's probably with a little bit of hindsight that I'll really understand how I feel about it, because of the fact that it is really shocking to see everything that's here.
I think for me the most hard-hitting was the one which had all of the stuff they found when the Soviets liberated the camps. There was just this room full of human hair, and I learned at school that part of the reason why the Nazis would shave the prisoners' heads because they would send the hair back to Germany and sell it for a profit, make it into carpets, etc., and even donate it to poor people. But this room full of hair was like the size of a hall. It was absolutely gigantic. And then there was another one full of pots and pans, one full of false legs and shoes, and then a whole room dedicated to children's shoes that were, this big. It's really hard to get your head around the fact that 6 million people died in the Holocaust, because it's a huge number. Most of us can't conceive that amount of people. But seeing those artifacts kind of really hammered home just how many people were affected by this. It was horrific. It's really hard to talk about it because it's making me want to cry. I don't want to be. Yeah.
After a brief rest to try and process what we'd learned, we took the bus over to Birkenau. This death camp was built for the sole purpose of what the Nazis called solving the Jewish problem. In reality, they committed horrific genocide here. Over 4.5 years and across both sites, they murdered 1.1 million people.
Behind me are the gas chambers in Birkenau, where by the end of the war the Nazis were forcing the prisoners to burn over 40,000 bodies per day. So I don't know if you know, but the Nazis blew everything up in Birkenau when they knew they were losing the war, because they didn't want the rest of the world to find out the atrocities they'd committed here. But you can still see the ruins here. This is their original state. This is how the Soviets found them when they came here at the end of the war. We've just finished looking around both Auschwitz and now Birkenau. Birkenau's a lot different. It's very much as it was. Most of it's ruin, some of it's been reconstructed, but walking around it just really kind of gives you the scale of the enormity of these camps. We're going to do a proper section where we talk about our experiences here later on. We just need some time to process the information because it's been really heavy. So for now, we're going to head over to the train station because we need to catch the last train back to Krakow. So we thought we should film something on our thoughts about Auschwitz because it's such an important topic and an important place.
Going into it, I really didn't understand quite what I expected when visiting Auschwitz. Looking back on it, I really feel like the impact it had on me was very substantial. It's difficult to describe exactly what the experience is like. I just really think everybody should go and experience them for themselves.
I've been to Auschwitz twice. So the first time was about 5 years ago when I did the guided tour, and the second time was with Dale. Obviously we didn't do the guided tour. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview of what they're both like to help you make up your mind about which option is best for you. So going around without the guided tour was absolutely great because we got to go at our own pace and read all of the information and really take it in. However, the guide that I had when I went had an absolute wealth of information. She was so knowledgeable. She was giving us loads of information that wasn't on the tour, and she also had family who had been in the camps. So she was able to kind of give us that personal story that you definitely wouldn't get through not having a guide. When you get to Birkenau, the site is completely bare. You've seen it on the video, it's very barren. Because there is this lack of information, if you don't already have a good knowledge of what happened during World War II, you might struggle to really get the most out of it. Whereas if you have the time to read all the information and go around all the sites in Auschwitz 1, and you also already have a good working knowledge of what happened in World War II, it might be best to go without a guide. So there are good points for both of them. It really just depends on your personal preference. We just went without a guide this time because we wanted the chance to see everything, and I'd already had the guided tour, so it was good to do it in a different way. Today we're doing some things in Krakow that have been recommended to us by a local. It's actually the guy who we got food from at the burger van in Stykov each night. He normally works in Krakow, but due to COVID his hotel's closed. We're really looking forward to these experiences because they've been recommended to us by someone who actually lives here. Thank you, Alan. But also because one of them involves swimming and we're in the middle of a massive heat wave.
But first, ever since we arrived in Poland, I've been in dire need of some sunglasses, so we're going to go and find some. We have a winner. Oh, I like these. What do you think?
Get them.
Now we've got some sunglasses sorted, we're heading to Zakrzówek, which I'm probably butchering the name of. It has an abandoned quarry where we should be able to go swimming today. It's about half an hour's tram ride from the city centre.
Snack.
Follow the snack.
There's a no entry sign. I think I'd probably be too scared to go past it if I hadn't been told to do so by a local. found the quarry and it looks like loads of people come here, mostly locals because we've heard them all speaking Polish. This is so cool. I think it actually is a building site, but maybe they don't work on the weekends. Wait, no, it's the weekday. It's Tuesday. Maybe they've stopped building for a bit? I don't know. This was a really great recommendation. We really picked a great time to come here because it is the hottest day of the year. Let's go take a dip.
We've seen people jumping off the rocks on the other side of the water, so we're going to go and try and find out how to get there.
We've been trying to go back the way we came, but the gate's been put back together. It literally looks like it's welded shut, we can't move it. Other people are stuck as well. We're all trying to figure out how to get out of the quarry. We found the way out. It's very weird, it was not the way we came in. We keep seeing holes in the fence like this. One of them is probably the right path, but we don't know which one. So, should we go and explore?
So we've got to the top of this cliff just up here and may have dropped the tripod off the edge. Oops. Izzy's currently gone down there trying to find it. Hopefully she comes back with it, but I'm not holding my breath. Do you want to explain what happened?
I think you should explain.
So we're at the top of this cliff and we strap our tripod that we use to the side of the backpack that you see me carrying a lot. As I've swung the backpack over my shoulder to put it on, the tripod's come flying off the cliff, about a million miles away. I have no idea where it went.
We didn't hear or see it hit the water, so we think it's trapped on the side of the cliff. So basically, we no longer have a tripod. And it's not like we have the money to just go out and buy another one. Even if we did, we're constantly traveling, so chances of us being able to order or finding our exact tripod are pretty slim. We did have a couple of other things planned today, such as going to a graveyard and a spot to watch the sunset over the city, but clambering around the cliff looking for the tripod took quite a while, and now I'm soaking wet. I think we're gonna have to head back and get changed, and then we'll see. We've gotten changed and had a coffee, and now we're heading out for some Polish dumplings. And maybe a drink. I feel like we deserve one after losing the tripod. This is what I want. So two things happened quite quickly. Number one, they gave us these lovely amuse-bouche for free, which was really nice of them. It's pate and toast, And 2, I just knocked a glass of water everywhere and it went all over the table and all over Dale, and I'm really sorry. Today is just full of mistakes.
I've never had pate before, so I'm not quite sure how to eat this.
Oh, you spread it on the toast.
What, this?
Yeah, you spread the pate on like itself on the toast and then you eat the toast.
Oh, okay, cool. What is this?
It's a sauce.
I can see that.
I don't.
What
Try
sort
it.
of sauce? Okay.
Try it and
I think
tell
it's
me.
like a strawberry kind of sauce thing. Here it goes. I have no idea how to describe that, but it's really good. I don't know what this is, and I don't know what this is. I know this is bread. That's all I know. With the tripod, it was one of those things where, at the time, I was really annoyed at myself. Even though I know it was an accident, it just felt really silly that it was something that happened. Looking back on it though, it's one of those things where I kind of think it's a drop in the ocean kind of thing, where how much impact is it really going to have on what we're doing? Probably not a lot. And how lucky are we to be doing what we are doing, especially at the time period in which we're doing it. Yeah.
I'm a very solutions focused person, so when something bad happens, I'm very much, what is the problem, how do we solve it, and then take the steps to do that, and then I have any emotions afterwards. So after I'd been clambering about the cliffs, getting myself scratched and nearly falling off the cliff, I got a bit sad about the tripod, but then I kind of thought, well, we're really lucky to, like Dale said, we're really lucky to be travelling, and it's not that big a deal. I was never mad at Dale for losing the tripod, it was a complete accident, so just so you know, like, I'm not mad at you at all. Would I have preferred to have not lost the tripod? Yes. Do I really care? Well, in the grand scheme of things, no. I'm just more excited about food right now. Thank you.
Wow. Amazing, thank you.
I got meat pierogi with pork crackling on the side. And I'm just going to try these quickly because you've seen us eat a lot of dumplings. Really good. I don't think I got the meat ones, I think I got the Russian ones. But that's okay, they're really good. I'm not complaining. Very happy with this.
I went for the Polish style pancakes. They're rolled up and stuffed with, I think I ordered spinach and feta cheese, and it comes with a sort of liquidy sour cream sauce on the side, which looks amazing. Not only looks but also tastes amazing.
Oh my god, that was so good and so cheap. Tip, if you come here, and we recommend you do, go for a starter instead of a main meal. The starters are literally meal sized and they only cost like, well, the whole meal was like £8 for both of us. So good. Fire! We may have forgotten to do an intro to the video. Oops. So, let us tell you a bit about what we got up to this morning.
First, we wandered around the Jewish quarter in Krakow. One of the oldest parts of the city, it was a primarily Jewish area from the 15th century right up to the Second World War, when, unfortunately, the Jewish people were displaced and sent to live in a ghetto.
Now, the Jewish quarter is a quirky area full of indie shops, hip bars, and, of course, lots of Jewish restaurants. Many of the original buildings remain, including the old synagogue. There are also memorials to remember what happened in World War II, and lots of street art.
We hope you enjoyed that ultra long B-roll section. Here's where we actually start talking to the camera. It looks like my tattoo. Notice the horrendous bug bites and tan line. So we've been walking around the Jewish quarter for about an hour now, and we're absolutely starving. We've come across this little hole in the wall that everybody seems to be eating at, so we're going to check it out. Dzień dobry. Jeden Goralska, jeden Wieska. Dziękuję ci. Wow! They're huge! This looks amazing. It's sort of an open toasted sandwich. I've got it with cheese, onion, tomato, bacon, sausage and kabanos, which is basically Polish sausage, so 3 types of pig. It tastes even better than it looks. It was a struggle, but we finished them. Somehow.
Now we've had some lunch, we're heading over the old town to explore some of the historic streets. Shall we walk or get a tram?
Crawl.
Tram. The old town of Krakow was surrounded by a giant wall during medieval times. Behind me is the Barbican, and it's the last surviving section of that wall, built in 1498. Next to the Barbican is Florian's Gate, which is even older. It was built in the 1300s. Now we're walking down Florian Street, which is where the merchants used to live and is the medieval heart of the city, although it's been modernised a little bit now. St Mary's Basilica, the massive church behind me, is one of the best examples of Polish Gothic architecture in the city. Apparently they play the trumpet from one of the towers 24 hours a day, every day of the year, but I can't hear anything. I don't know if they still do it or if that's something they used to do historically. Wikipedia didn't tell me. Rynek Główny, probably saying it wrong, or Main Square, is obviously the main square in the old town of Krakow. It's pretty impressive.
This square is stunning. It's the sort of place I could spend the entire afternoon taking photographs, but we're in the middle of a heat wave here in Poland, so we're going to go and get an iced coffee.
Oh no! Ah! I got it. Now we're caffeinated. Our final stop for the day is Woolwell Castle and hopefully a fire-breathing dragon. Unfortunately, we arrived at Woolwell Castle 1 minute after it closed, so we can't go in.
Instead, we're going to admire it from the outside and give you some of our favourite facts. For centuries, it was the residence of the kings of Poland.
It was the first ever UNESCO World Heritage Site.
It was built in the 13th and 14th centuries.
The oldest parts of the castle can be traced back to 970 AD. That's pretty old. And that's enough facts for now. How do we get out of this castle? There are so many pathways, it's very confusing. It feels like it's about to rain, and we still haven't done the thing that I've been most looking forward to here in Krakow. See the dragon breathe fire. We found the dragon statue. Apparently it breathes fire every 5 minutes, so fingers crossed we get to see some fire. While Dale's getting some really pretty shots of the dragon breathing fire, I'm going to show you the reality of the situation. As we kind of expected, it's absolutely full of people, which is fine, you know, it's a cool thing to do, but we just don't want you thinking that you'll come here and be the only people around, because you won't. What a way to end our time in Krakow. Today has been really fact heavy, we're sorry about that. Let us know if you like the facts or if you prefer it when we just wander around aimlessly. But seriously, it's been an amazing way to end our time in Krakow and dragon.
It really has been an absolutely incredible day. Next time you see us, we'll be heading towards the Tatras Mountains where we'll be hiking. It's been a few days since our last video. We've just been in the apartment editing vlogs for the channel. Now we've caught up on our work, we're off to our next adventure.
We're going to Zakopane. Maybe I should have googled how to pronounce it before doing this intro. Basically, we're going into the Tatras Mountains to go hiking. It's a 2-hour bus journey there, but before we do that, we need to go pick up our lens. Hopefully it's fixed.
So I've left Izzy with the bags in the park round the corner, so I can go pick up the lens. I have to be really quick though, because we've not got long till our coach leaves. Got it. It works. Now we've got the lens, we've got to run to the bus station. We've got about half an hour till our coach leaves. Let's go. So we've arrived at what we thought was our bus. Turns out it's not, but we have no idea where our bus actually is. For some reason we've got a different time on our ticket than what it says on the board, and it won't let us on the bus, so we need to go and try and figure all that out.
We think we found our bus. We were just at the wrong platform, but now we have like 2 minutes before it leaves, so we've got to run. I'm incredibly hot and sweaty, and we were the last 2 people on the bus, but we made it. All good. But we made it, and now we've got a 15-minute walk to our place, which is apparently a traditional sort of mountain chalet type thing. It looks really pretty anyway. really cute, traditional chalet type hotel thing. This is the entrance hall. I really like the stone and woodwork. This is the shared kitchen. It's huge, and there are cherries. Our room is on the first floor. Second floor to Americans. We've got a bathroom, which we're sharing with 2 other rooms, but at least it's clean. I mean, it's really clean. And this is our room. It's really nice. It's a lot nicer and more spacious than we expected. The one that we booked looked like it only had 2 single beds, but we've got a double and a single, and most importantly, we can make coffee! And something which I did not know we were getting, a balcony. Now we've had a rest and I've had a coffee, we're going to go and explore the town we're staying in, Zakopane.
It's a quaint mountain town up here in the Tatras. It's full of loads of traditional buildings and thankfully lots of restaurants.
Snacks. I got pierogi, obviously, and Dale was boring and he got pasta. Spinach and smoked mountain cheese.
We're now nice and full and really tired from travelling all day, but seeing as we're only here in Zakopane for 2 days, we're going to make an effort to go and explore the town.
We're at Fashion Street, at least according to Google Maps. I like this one.
This is a dangerous place for us to be.
This one goes on this finger.
No.
We can't believe how busy it is here. Like for us, living somewhere where everyone wears masks all the time and everyone social distances, like it's just very weird. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm sure it's perfectly safe, but it just feels wrong to us. We got this traditional smoked Polish cheese to try, and it's made here in the mountains. Probably a really touristy thing to do because there are these carts all over the main street selling it, but we just had to try it because we love cheese, and smoked cheese is my favourite. That's really smoky. Like it's a hard white cheese, so I wasn't expecting it to be that strong, but it's quite strong. There's a lot of flavour. This is also the cheese that was in my pierogi that I had. I had it with spinach and smoked cheese, so really good in dumplings.
We've come across a really pretty church here on Koprovki Street in Zakopane. We can't go inside because there's a service going on at the moment. We also have no idea what it's called. If anybody watching knows what it is called, please let us know in the comments below. Look at it.
Should we do this one? We've really enjoyed wandering around the town of Zakopane and all of its quirky shops and restaurants. But we need to get up at 6 AM for a hike tomorrow, so we're going to head over to the supermarket to pick up some snacks. It was already dark by the time we left the supermarket, so we couldn't film on the way back. We promise we're going to start ending the vlogs before we get back to our place, but for now we're going to bed.
Like we said earlier, we've got to be up at 6 in the morning because we've got a really long hike tomorrow up to one of the most beautiful lakes in the world.
According to the internet. That was a terrifying experience.
Today we're hiking through the Tatras Mountains. It is supposed to be thunderstorms, so it's not the best weather for it, but we're only here for one day, so we didn't want to miss our chance to see some of the most beautiful lakes in the world.
I'm probably not going to be very active on the vlog because I've not had any coffee yet, but we do have a thermos, so when we stop for breakfast I'll start communicating, maybe.
We left the apartment a little bit later than we planned this morning, so we missed the bus to the start of the trail. Rather than waiting ages for the next one, we're just going to walk there instead.
It's an extra half hour before I can have coffee. Oh well. This might be the pizzeria we're going to later. Basically, after every hike we do, we try and go out for pizza. I think this is the right one. If it's not, maybe we should go there anyway. It looks great. We're taking our layers off already. Sweating.
We found the trail.
What are you doing?
I don't know. They hurt my back.
You can tell we've been locked down in a city for over a year now because we're taking photos of everything. It is so nice to be out in the countryside. Coffee in a thermos. Ah! So good. We finished breakfast and had some coffee. Now I'm feeling a bit more awake. It's time to start the hike for real.
I'm glad you can't smell stuff through a camera. Whew. I momentarily forgot how to tie my shoe. Let's go. I didn't realise climbing a mountain would be so uphill. How is there more stairs? Whew.
I don't think, we generally think of ourselves as quite athletic, but COVID has really ruined our fitness. I don't think we realise how much until we did this hike. We're going to need to get some practice in before we do some big hikes. It started raining now, if you can't tell. So we're going to have to switch to the GoPro, but it's supposed to clear up later, so hopefully we'll be able to get our camera back out.
The rain is starting to come down very, very heavy now. it's starting to get really tough now, so we've stopped for a couple of minutes before the last climb to the summit.
For a snack. It's been like 2 hours since breakfast. I need food.
Are you going to share it?
Maybe. We've made it to the summit, and as you can see, we are inside a giant cloud. So we don't get the view that we were hoping for. But I feel a really strong sense of achievement because it was quite a difficult climb.
We were going to sit up here and have a snack originally, that was part of the plan, but we think it's probably a better idea to wait until we get down to somewhere a little bit drier. That's probably it.
Yeah, somewhere more sheltered. And also we've still got another hour until we get to that beautiful lake we spoke about yesterday. So fingers crossed it will be a little bit drier and a little bit more sunny down there.
I've got an idea. Anytime we get to the summit of anywhere, we have to dance.
Why?
Go!
Okay, let's go. There's like a ski resort here. It's not in use, obviously, it's summer, but the cafe is open and we're really cold, so we're gonna go get a hot drink to warm up. Now that we're inside, we've managed to get the big camera out, but we're still really cold, so we caved and got some chips and soup. That's really good. We're heading back outside into the mist and rain to continue our hike, so we're switching back to the GoPro. Unfortunately, things started to go downhill from here. The weather worsened into a steady downpour that didn't let up. Even our waterproof jackets couldn't keep us dry. We were chilly and struggling to make our way down the steep path. Then, something happened to Dale. Are you okay?
No. I went over my ankle.
Oh no.
Your end of his arm.
Yeah. Can you walk?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It just...
You put it down the crevice, didn't you?
Yeah, I got it caught in a little gap and it just rolled a bit. I think I'm okay. As we were just coming down the path, my foot got caught in a little gap between some of the rocks, but I couldn't stop myself going forward, so my foot's kind of rolled inwards and kind of twisted my ankle a bit. That hurt. Luckily, I was able to walk it off, and we headed down the mountain to what we hoped were greener pastures.
It's finally stopped raining, so we've been able to get our camera out again, and just in time for the lake. While this lake is gorgeous, it's not the lake that we're looking for. So we're going to carry on for about half an hour and hopefully the weather stays dry. There are two more beautiful lakes, here and here. This just keeps getting better and better.
Are you sure this is the way?
Yeah, there's one of those symbol things.
Oh yeah, that one. We probably should have mentioned this a long time ago. All along the different paths around here, there's these different coloured symbols that tell you what track you're on. To be completely honest, if we didn't have them, we'd probably have been lost about 50 times already. You see the birds?
Up you go.
This is our first view of the lake that we've been trying to get to all day, and what I can say is wow. Although it's just gone behind a cloud, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it through the camera.
Wow! This is crazy. That's so pretty.
Well, we're at the lake, but now we're in a cloud, so we can't see it. We're going to sit here for a little bit and see if it clears up, but if it doesn't, I'm afraid we're going to have to head back down soon because we need to get back to the town before dark. After walking a couple of hours in the rain, we finally made it most of the way back down the mountain. We've got another hour to go, but we had to stop and share this view with you.
Yeah, despite what the sign said, it wasn't an hour. Take in the sunset, then we'll tell you what happened next.
Well, that was a terrifying experience.
Yeah.
I never want to be coming down the mountains when it's getting dark again.
We very much underestimated how long it would take us to get back down
Yeah.
and how quickly it would go very, very dark. We spent probably, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yeah, the sign said an hour and we were like, oh, that's absolutely fine, that's loads of time before it gets dark. But then as soon as we started walking again, Dale's ankle was playing up, but more importantly, like my knee and my foot were really playing up. I've had an injury since like Christmas, so about 6 months, which isn't quite healed, and I like really strained
Yeah.
my body today, so I was going at like a snail's pace.
Yeah, we very much had to take our time coming down. It's just unfortunately it went pitch black whilst we were up there. But thankfully we're out of the woods, literally. And we're gonna hopefully try and get some food.
Pizza.
Fingers crossed. If not, we're probably just gonna go to bed. We're both absolutely knackered, so we're gonna...
Dale saw an animal. A big one.
Yeah, just on the way, the last little bit of the path coming down, there was something on 4 legs with a big tail that was coming down the path, and rather than hanging about to find out what it was, we just tried to get out there as quick as we could.
We didn't vlog when we left our place in Zakopane this morning because it was pouring with rain again and we didn't want to damage the camera. We also didn't vlog the bus journey because you've literally just seen the same bus journey.
We have now arrived back in Krakow again. We're only here for 1 night because tomorrow we're getting a night train to Slovakia.
Yay, I've never been to Slovakia.
Neither have I, it's going to be our second country and we're really excited.
Yeah. I'm not sure about tonight though. Like, I tried to book the same apartment that we had last time, but A, it wasn't available, B, all the hotels were quite expensive, so we ended up booking us a hostel. We do have a private room. Fingers crossed we'll get some sleep tonight because last night
Was not good.
they had a party in the hostel and it was like 3, 4 a.m. before they shut up.
It was a bit loud, wasn't it?
It was so loud.
Yeah. But now we're going to head to our apartment, get checked in, and please let us find some food. Please. So hungry.
Food.
Why is your bag so wonky?
It's not wonky, it's just leaning.
Look at this. It's got like, it does like this.
It's fine.
Why is bit wonky.
Bro, you carry it then.
Look at mine. And then look at yours.
You've got a rain cover on and it's not raining, so what are you on about?
It was raining.
It's not raining now, is it?
Also, there's a hole in my bag.
There was a hole in
I'm
your bag.
protecting the hole.
Fair point. Oh yeah, Izzy has a hole in the bag from the bus the other day. Not good. We've dumped our bags down in our hostel and now we're heading out for some food.
Because we didn't get to have pizza yesterday after our hike, we're going out for pizza today.
Finally.
It's a tradition, we always have pizza after a hike, so yay. And pizza's only a 2-minute walk away. Yes. Oh, it's closed. It said it was open on their website. Oh, it's closed. I'm gonna have to find somewhere else. Instead, we found somewhere else that's a 10-minute walk away. It's too far away. I can't do it. It looks really good though, and slightly cheaper than this place.
We also forgot to mention, yesterday our drone got a little bit wet when we were hiking. We're hoping it fixes itself because we really can't afford to replace it.
Pizza makes everything better. Let's get pizza. Salame. Thank you. You want olive oil and pepper? Yum. Taste test. You can probably see how much mozzarella there is. And for me, that's a really good thing. This is a good pizza.
I cannot get over the size of this calzone. It's huge. Okay. Oh my god. That's legit the best calzone I've ever had. Oh my god. Yeah, wow.
Yum. Can I have your calzone?
No.
That pizza was so good. I could have eaten 2 of them, but I didn't. And now, because we're really tired after all of that hiking yesterday, we're just heading back to our hostel.
Tomorrow evening, we're getting a night train to the capital of Slovakia, Bratislava. We're there for about 4 days, so we're going to pick the vlog back up tomorrow.